Long ago in India, my grandmother and her parents lived in a three-story house that was built during the British times. It was a very beautiful thing to look at. It also had a shelter for the two cows that my grandmother looked after at the back of the house. The mother and calf were named Lakshmi and Mani respectively. Lakshmi was a very obedient cow, while Mani was the direct opposite. He was very playful and could often be found roaming around in the parks near the house. My grandmother's family also looked after a baby monkey called Ramchan, after his mother was killed by poachers. Ramchan, like Mani, would be found wandering around. He would also follow my great-grandmother wherever she went. My grandmother lived in an extended family. That means that everyone from my great-uncles to my great-grandmother lived in the same house. My grandmother said that being in an extended family made life more interesting and joyful. In those days there were no televisions or computers to play with, so my grandmother usually played with other neighborhood children in the nearby playground where there was also a tree swing. The one celebration that my grandmother really enjoyed taking part in was Deepavali, also known as the Festival of Lights. They would light oil lamps and place them around the house. They believed that it would ward off evil spirits. There was also an old Indian temple a few streets away from their home. My grandmother said that she would go there every Friday to pray. Almost all Indian celebrations in that area took place in that temple. After hearing this from my grandmother, I compared modern city life to her time. Lots of things that were possible in those days are impossible nowadays. It's also very rare to see extended families. My grandmother really misses the old days.